What's going on, guys? I'm YST and welcome to one of our Raid Shadow Legends video. And today we're in the middle of the Lord Entertainer Fabian Fusion. Bit of a tongue twister, but here he is and he looks pretty badass in game. And he's also got a kit to match, which I want to break down a little bit later on in today's video. But first and foremost, I hope everybody's having an amazing Friday and start to the weekend. And let me know in the comments, is this a champion that you're chasing? And are you going for just the rare in the summon rush? Or are you pushing towards that epic who's at a whopping 6,100 points, which, let me know, is this the highest it's ever been? Like, I was just looking at a recent fusion we had in a Void Legendary in Lady Noelle, who we had over the Christmas event, right? And for this one, it was 3,000 points for the rare and 5,500 points for the Wisteria Vanguard being the epic at that time. And you know, it's 600 points over this and then 500 points over the rare on this occasion. So definitely inflated a lot from what we've seen in the past. But for me, I don't really have a big bunch of shards. I was hoping I would potentially push it, you know, if I got lucky over the weekend. But we'll see how it goes. I think I've got 5 Sacreds and 11 Void Shards. And if we can get that legendary luck, that's just something that we're looking for. It's actually been a very long time since I got a Sacred, or a legendary, sorry, from a Sacred. So I'm hoping that we can proc one today. But I guess also before that, I just wanted to go over the Fusion calendar because I've not really discussed it yet. And here it is. There we go. So we've actually finished off the Dungeon Divers, which was pretty fine. Coincided with the Dragon event. And then also the Champion Training also completed. Gear Enhancement event, gone through that. And we're currently on the Ice Golem, which I've just been waiting until today because I wanted to double dip with the Dungeon Divers, which started today, right? So going to be doing all of those points for this. And then also the Summon Rush, which we're going to be summoning for today. It just would have been very, very nice to finish this off. And then I could skip this part here. And I feel like it's very weird the way they set this up. Because the Champion Training and the Spider Tournament, there's no Dungeon Divers going on, right? There's a little bit of leeway here if you want to do some Champion Training in the campaign. Or Dungeon Divers too. But Spider's just sitting there by itself and you just basically have to rank this up, right? By itself. But then Fire Knight, same kind of thing. Dungeon Divers, we're going to be doing that. And then Champion Chase. I believe from some comments I've seen on other videos, it's supposed to be 2x Ancients. If so, shouldn't be too much of a stretch, right? You know, I was hoping the blue would work, but there we go. It's a big scribble there for the Ancient Shard. So yeah, that should be pretty fine. And that's something that I always like to do is 2x Ancients. So I wouldn't mind doing that if it is. But this would have been a nice little bit of leeway to skip some of these ones. So alright, who are we chasing today? So I guess I was actually looking through some legendaries that I would love to have. And one would actually be Morrigan. And main reason being for Amius the Lunar Archon in the Cursed City. I feel like she's a very good option with the, what is it? The heal reduction here. At the start of each turn, places a heal reduction. And with all the speed manipulation as well. She's definitely someone I've got my eye on from the non-voids. Dwarves-wise, not really anyone crazy outside of a Crizia, but that's a Void. And then in the 10x event, we've actually got... Where is he? Glakead of the Meltwater, and I'm a huge fan of Perfect Veil champions in this game, so we'd really like to pick up him. He's kind of like an offensive version of like a Duchess in a weird way. So yeah, he would be a really good pickup as well. Skinwalkers-wise, nothing here. I guess Gwendolyn, a really cool one. Pretty much any non-dupes, right, is what we're looking for. And let's just get into it. Who else have we got up for grabs, by the way? So we got Sulfurion. Senna, I think, is number 1. And that just comes from someone, a little bit of bias. She is in so many of my endgame teams. I'm talking Chimera, the Clan Boss, the Hydra Boss. So good, great for Arena, and even Ice Golem hard as well for my duo strategy. But in terms of non-dupes, Sulfurion is on my hit list for today. And I've also got Mariska. Stay hydrated, guys. So yeah, going to be chasing him, and Godseeker, I think, is number 1 over Cardinal for Voids. Sacreds, I had him, but I'm going to switch it over. We're going to put Glakead in, and these ones I've actually got all on the free-to-play. all great champions, but I would like a +4 of Tagore, so just gonna slip him in there, right? And I've got the rest of these outside of Highkeeper Prisma. Ancients we're gonna be saving for 2x, and I guess let's just start off with the Sacreds, right? Oh, I seen a bit of lag. I think I'm due. Oh, I knew I was due. Who did we get? Oh, this is huge. This is huge. Guys, I didn't list her off, right? But I was actually speaking with Nubraids the other day, and I don't have a crazy amount of activators. I have Artak, Stock the Broken, who was a recent pickup through a fusion, and now Sissia Flametongue. She's definitely, I think she's going to go into a Hydra team somewhere, because she does bring in a Weaken, which is nice. Damn, and decreased defense. This is pretty, I actually never knew she brought the Weaken and decreased defense. If they're under, what is it? If at least 2 enemies are under HP burn, which they're gonna be. They're definitely gonna be. That's huge. Never somebody I thought would make it to my account, but I knew I was on due here. Okay, nice. Sissia. Any Sissia fans out there? That's massive. Let me get another legendary. That'd be cool. We got Melga Steel Girdle. That's nice. Oh, and by the way, guys, before we carry on these shards, sorry, I know I keep butting in, but I've actually got a bunch of giveaways that I can do for you all. So there's going to be 10 in total. I know there's usually 5, and I don't want to get this wrong. So we can do 540 gems for 5 lucky winners, and I'm just going to pull those first. So the first 5 will win those. I'll kind of let you in the comments know which one you got. And then the second batch is going to be 540 gems, 1 epic skill tome, and 1 void shard. So if you do want to get involved in that, all you have to do is drop a like and a subscribe if you want to, but not necessary. It just helps support my channel. But most importantly, include your player ID in any of your comments below, and maybe let me know the champion that you pulled over this Fusion Summon Rush, or just a champion that you want the most in the game in 2025. And I think that'd be pretty cool. I'll be selecting the winners. It's the 14th today at the time I'm recording. Let's just say a week from now. Give you guys some time to maybe catch up on the video and stuff and get your entries in. And good luck to anybody getting involved in that. Pretty cool. All right, here we go. Luria, actually a very strong... I would actually really like Luria on the free-to-play. That would be nice. We got the pitiless one. He's pitying my pools right now. Come on, let's whip it out. Okay, that's cool. I'm fine with that. A non-dupe in this day and age, definitely take it. So let's have a quick look at this Summon Rush. How's it looking? Summon Rush. We should be... Oh, wait, we are well way away. Well, of course we are. We only did 5 Sacreds. Man, we're going to have to rinse through these Voids and Sulfurion. Bring it home. Why not? It just seems very slow with these. All right, anytime now. Legendary? Confess me out, a legendary confessor. Bulwark. Man, the rare tax. The rare tax is here. I actually pulled a Grazor. Make sure you guys check out yesterday's video, where I did a little brief guide on it for my Hydra team. And I was very surprised in his potential for damage. And he actually got swapped out for my Gallius Bloodcrest, who's a mythical. Alright, so we're a bit past it now. I'll probably just summon some extra shards for a barrel. Why not? But this looks like it's not happening. We're not getting 5 Sacreds unless we get like back to back to back from the Demon Lord Clan Boss. We did it for the rare. We did it for the rare. Damn. It's a lot of points, man. Like 11 Sacreds or 5 Sacreds and 11 Voids only just touched the surface. You know? I guess if you guys prepared better than me, you would have an easier time with that. Can we get a 1 time here? Here we go. Senna Amberheart, 6-star, guaranteed. Epic. All right. There we go. All right, so I did actually want to speak about Lord Entertainer Fabian himself, and I never had the chance to actually speak on him. So what's he bringing to the table here? So Service and Death. He attacks 1 enemy 2 times, each hit stealing 10% of the target's turn meter, while also applying a True Fear debuff for 2 turns if the target's turn meter is fully depleted. So a bit of a tough task, right? To fully deplete on a 10% steal or 20% combined. But, you know, in areas like the Fire Knight or the Dark Fae, if you're progressing, I can see where you're just chaining this like in a lore to just control that boss's turn meter to help out, right? With the AE2, it's a single target attack which applies petrification, which is actually a scarce debuff in this game. Not many bring it to the table. But the main thing, 100% chance once booked of placing a true fear debuff for 2 turns on all other enemies that's not currently under fear or true fear. Like, talk about the ultimate crowd control, right? This is going to be huge for players because there's actually not a big bunch in the game that has it on a 2-turn duration. And what's kind of very unique about his kit is he activates his skill passively whenever an enemy under fear or true fear successfully uses a skill. So you can just go through, petrify that target that managed to take a turn, and then reapplying that true fear back to those enemies again. And I think this chain of effects is going to be so great for stuff like arena progression or Doom Tower, dungeons, just stopping these enemies from doing absolutely anything, and then they get punished if they manage to bring a skill through at that 50% chance, right? So yeah, a very nice A2 for a fusion. I've seen a lot of comparisons to Armand's and stuff. I guess in hindsight, the crowd control, very similar, but also very different in their own rights, which I think is important. So yeah, big fan of this A2, 3-turn cooldown, great for players. A3, so an AoE attack and before attacking has 100% chance of decreasing the duration of enemy buffs by 3 turns, and also a chance of increasing their skill cooldowns by 3 turns in the same ability, and an extra turn if there's no buffs on the enemy team after the attack. Like, talking about rolling the chance for, I don't know, Stone Skin, just buffs in Arena, buffs in Doom Tower, not triggering Polymorph, which is very important as well, because he's not removing, he's just decreasing durations. You know, this 1, 2, 3 combo, if you can manage to pull that off, it's pretty wild. Like, what can I say? Like, decreased buff duration, of course, you're probably going to remove them all. Increased cooldowns into True Fear, into Lockout, into Petrification. I love it. I just love it. This part here, I've actually not touched on too much. So, whenever an enemy is revived, we'll have a chance of placing a true... Oh, just straight places it, not a chance. On that enemy for 2 turns. Man, it's nice. Like, you know, let's just say Sun Wukong is just popping up. He's getting true feared every 2 seconds. It's crazy stuff. And then removes any kind of crowd control effects from this champion before the start of their turn all the time. So he's just countering it. He's going to be a nuisance to face in Arena. 19% in Arena battles as well, which is nice. Some players have got very lucky and summoned him. Pretty wild. But yeah, guys, on that note, that is going to be all for today's video. If you did enjoy it, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. I wish you all the best on anybody summoning over this weekend. And I'll see you all on a video soon. Getting involved in the giveaway. Why not? It's free goodies, right? Peace.